Hello everyone, this is Namrata. Hope you all are doing good and staying safe. In today's video session, we will cover another topic in Salesforce which is related to permission set and permission set group assignment expiration date. So this is a beta feature which will allow us to set the expiration dates for assignments on the permission sets and the permission set groups. So you can use the assignment expiration option to determine the effective time period that the users receive access to the permissions. And once the time period is expired, once the assignment expires, the users to whom we have assigned the expiration dates will no longer have access to the permissions in the permission sets or the permission set groups. Let's understand this in depth by taking an example. Consider in an organization you have implemented the service cloud model, that is service cloud. Okay, and you have a service representative profile who will have access to view and edit the case record. But now you got a request from your business stakeholder saying that there are few representatives who would need some additional access to perform the transfer, that is transfer of a case record to another person. So, and they should be able to, they only need this additional access for 10 days. They would not need that specific additional access of once the 10 days duration is completed. So how can you achieve this requirement? So this is something which you can implement using the permission set, right? Permission set is something which is mainly used to provide the additional access. It is not meant to revoke any access, right? So you can make use of this permission set to provide additional access. So what you do, either you or yours, if you are a Salesforce admin or Salesforce developer, you try to create a permission set and you give the access of transfer record, that is a permission, and then you create a permission set called as a transfer record permission set. You will just give a name and you will assign that permission set to those set of users. And then as a second part, what was the requirement? This particular permission set should be assigned to those set of users only for 10 days. So you will remember that this user should only have access to the 10 days, and you will keep a reminder that after 10 days, the permission sets has to be removed, right? So this is a tedious process. You have to manually ensure that the users does not have the access after 10 days, that is on the 11th day they should not have this additional access. So all of this is something which is time taking, and you may have to do all of this manually, right? So rather than doing or remembering all of this, doing it manually, you can use a beta feature, the Spring 22 beta feature called as an expiration date. So you can set the expiration date for those users on the permission set. And once the expiration date, you set the expiration date like 10 days, on the 11th day, that specific permissions will be revoked from those users and they will not be able to uh, transfer the record. That is, they will no longer have that specific additional access. So that is what we are going to achieve in today's session. We will see how you can enable this expiration dates for the permission set or the permission set group assignment. So we will mainly make use of the permission set because I think in my developer org, I have a lot of different permissions that I have created. So I will show you the expiration date. How does it work using the permission set? Now let us log in into our Salesforce DevOps and we will see how to enable this expiration dates in our Salesforce DevOps. Okay. So let's log in into the Salesforce DevOps. So I have already logged in into my Salesforce. And before we try to enable the expiration date, let's go to the permission set. Let's verify which specific permission set we are going to use. So I will be using this multi-factor authentication permission set. You see all of these buttons, right? You have manage assignments. When I click on manage assignments and click on add users, I can add the permission sets to this specific users. Okay, then click on assign. So this particular permission set is assigned to 2 users. Now click on done. right? So to understand the expiration date, as a step one, you need to enable a permission. Where you can do that, you have to navigate to the user management settings. In the user management setting, if you scroll down, you see this um, permission set and permission set group assignment with the expiration date. So currently, if you see here, this is disabled. So you have to enable this. Only once you enable this, you will be able to see the manage expiration date on a permission set or a permission set group. So here it clearly says create permission set and the permission set group assignments that expire on a date that you specify using an enhanced user interface. So let us see how does our permission sets page will look like now. Let's go back to the same permission sets because we have assigned those to this specific permission set to the two users, right? Now let us see if we can set the expiration date. So click on multi-factor authentication. So here you see, as soon as you enabled that specific permissions, as soon as you enable the expiration dates from the user management settings, you will be able to see the another button called as manage assignment expiration. So when you click on the manage assignment expiration, this is the enhanced user interface. So here you see both of these are the two users which already have this permission set, right? Profile, user experience. So currently it says expires on nothing. So this user will have this permission set lifelong. Now when you see this user interface, right, you see the pencil icon. Click on the pencil icon and then here you can see two radio button. One is no expiration date. If you click on this one, by default permission set assignments never expires. Now here you can choose the specify the expiration date. If you want to give 1 day, you can give 1 week. It is getting changed 30 days, 60 days. Then you can also use the custom date, 11th. Then you can also change the time zone. So my time zone, whatever I am currently, it is by default selected. But if you want to change the time zone, you can definitely go ahead and change it. So currently I'm giving it as 11th. And currently it says never expires. Then I am giving it as 11th and click on assign. Now you might have received one more, feedback or one more enhancements to the same requirement saying that, hey, you have assigned two users, this additional access to transfer the record or additional access to perform anything else. But now in those two users, I would want to extend the access for this specific user. Then how can you achieve it? Even that is something which you can do it using the permission set expiration date. You can click on this specific single user, this user, click on the pencil icon and then set the expiration custom date. It is currently 11th. If you want to expand it 13, you can assign it. Now when you click on done, you see here Naina is now having the expiration date set to April 11th. And Namrata is having the expiration date as 13th. So this is how you can set the expiration date using the enhanced user interface. If you have 10 set of users, in those 10 set of users, if you have 5 users to be given this permission for only 5 days, and rest of the 5 users, you need to assign this permission set for the 10 days, you can very well do that using the customization, the custom date. And then if you want to revoke the access or ensure that it never expires, you can always set it as never expire and click on assign. So now it is never expires. Now you see it is never expires. Here also, from here also, if you want to assign the assignment, you can very well go ahead and do that. From the list view, you can assign the assignment. I don't think this is something which is now possible. Okay, let's not worry too much about it. So that's how you can make use of. If you want to delete it, you can come back, use this enhanced user interface mode. And then if you want to delete it, you can delete the two users, which are, two users from this multi-factor authentication permission set. So that's how you set the expiration date for the assignments on the permission sets or the permission sets group. So this is one of the very effective way to manage and handle such kind of business requests that we receive it from our business stakeholders. So it is kind of automatic, wherein there is no need for you to remember the dates when you have to revoke the access for certain set of users. So that is the importance of expiration dates on the permission set as well as the permission set group assignment. So that's all we have for today's session. Until we come up with our next video session, please do take care of yourself. Signing off, yours Namrata Karyala. Bye bye.